Chaterico 3 coming to you with another video. This video will be about my transitioning journey so far. It has been 6 months, and Mary J 3000 is creating a natural website and thought it'd be a good idea for me to talk a little bit about my transitional journey for her section that she's going to have for transitioners. Question 1. How long have you been transitioning? I have been transitioning since July 9th, 2009. So that's about 6 months. It is now January 3rd. So January 9th, it'll be 6 months. Well, so many reasons. My first attempt, which was my failed attempt, was because the guy that I was dating suggested to go ahead and go natural. And we both were like, okay, that means not getting perms anymore and continuing to try to treat your hair the same way. Both of us were miseducated on going natural, and I really wasn't doing it for myself. My heart wasn't into it the first time. So the second time was about a year or so later, the next summer, which was in July, and I was on YouTube, and I stumbled across the natural hair community on YouTube. These women who are transitioning, women who are natural, women who have just done a big chop, just all these different variations and levels on their journey that these women were on, and how it affected each one differently, and how emotional or how empowering it can be. And I don't know, I started educating myself on natural hair, and I learned that I could get those curls too. I could get natural hair. I can get the hair that I was born with, because again, if you watch my first video, I've never seen my natural hair. I didn't know that you could choose to not get perms, because all my whole life I had to get perms, and it was basically instilled in me, you get a perm. You don't have a choice. You need to get a perm. And so those reasons, and healthier hair, stronger hair, you're being more of who you are, what God made you to be, and find myself and dig deep in my heart. I was like, this is really what I want. And after that, there was no turning back. And there are styles that you can use that help blend in the natural hair with the relaxed hair, as well as keep it protected, especially where the line where they meet. And those are pretty much all the basic protective styles. I have in a protective hairstyle, which is kind of like a mix of braids, and another one is a funny ponytail, which, if I can get you a close up, I braided my hair in plaits, and then I twisted them up into a curly, this is a funny pony, a curly ponytail, and it's just twisted up, kind of like, I guess you would say flat twisted up, I don't know, but I twisted up the hair, and I plaited and braided down each one. And this is, in the ponytail is curly itself, so I just pinned it up in the back. But basically, this is how I'm handling it, because my natural hair growing in is very different from my relaxed hair, very different, and it's just very thick, so I keep it up in protective styles no matter what. Number 4, has your self-esteem gone up, down, or stayed the same? My self-esteem has definitely gone up. It wasn't really low before, but I heavily relied on exterior beauty to make myself feel more beautiful, more, appealing. and now it's more inner. I've grown spiritually. I have grown mentally, emotionally, even physically. And I look at myself now, even with, my kinky curls that are coming out on the side, and like I can't, I don't know, I think it's so beautiful. Do I have anyone supporting me during this time? Yes, I do. I feel like he is natural hair's #1 fan. And the guy that I'm dating, he is very much so into the whole transition, into seeing my natural hair growing in, into me doing all the different protective hairstyles, when I look my best and when I look really bad. He's been there throughout it all. And supporting me, rooting me on. So him being there for me has really helped. And also, every time I find something new on YouTube, any new protective hairstyle, any new product or something like that that I really, really like, he's the one I talk to about it. I really don't have any girlfriends that I can talk to that are really into natural hair like that. But as far as my family goes, my family is kind of more so like, why are you transitioning to natural hair? I would never do that. Stuff like that. But my sisters, I'll just say my older sister, she has relaxed hair, but she is like all over it. Like anytime I find a new product or anything that's like healthy for your hair, or a routine, healthy hair routine, or just anything that I find out, she wants to know about it so she can do it on her relaxed hair. My other sister, my younger sister, she is also starting to do things, even though she has relaxed hair, like Bantu knots, and she's using coconut oil now. And I'm moving her over to sulfate-free shampoos and co-washes and stuff like that. So even though they're not my natural hair supporters, they're healthy hair supporters. So I go to them when I want to talk about healthier hair. So yes, I feel like I have a good amount of support. How have I felt about what people have said about my two different textures? Well, again, I had to prepare myself for anything that was going to be said about me, because before I started transition, I was Miss Slick Queen, straight hair. Basically, I don't let it bother me. I've had more people curious about what I'm doing than I have had people say negative things. I think I want to say most negative, but one that sticks out in my mind of what someone had said to me was basically, I had kinky twisting, and I had just curled it all up. So I had really curly kinky twist. And I was at a football game, and this guy came up to me who hadn't seen me in like 2 years or so like that. And he was like, "What's wrong with your hair? It used to be all slick and shiny and pretty. What happened to it?" And I was like, my hair looks good the way it is, and I love my hair, and so does my man. So sorry if you don't like it. Thank you for noticing. And he was like, "Oh, my bad," and all his friends were like, "Oh," but it really, to me, I didn't mean for it to come out so negative, but it was kind of like a reaction, like you jump on it, like someone come at you negative, you come back at them, but I probably could have handled it better, but I still like the way I did it.